All right, we are live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back. Today we've got special programming. We're going to be doing a deploy-a-thon. We're going to run through everybody's capstone and try our hardest to get everybody on Heroku. So we should be walking away today with all of our capstones up there. It's not going to be perfect. If we've got code in the capstones that is broken, we're going to comment it out. We're going to do a quick hack and slash to try to fix those things so we can deploy it up to Heroku. The goal is to just be able to push our code, not necessarily have it work completely end to end. That's going to be left up to everyone to work on that. But all right. So we're going to need to go pretty fast here, but we'll have enough time for everybody to look at all the capstones. So who would, actually, before we jump into that, does anybody have any questions about yesterday? I'm just chomping at the bit to work on these capstones. Does anybody have any questions about the deploying the backend yesterday, Postgres? Okay. All right, let's dive in. Who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Yeah, there we go.
Just over with.
Yeah,
hold on.
Go ahead and share your screen.
Let me show you my screen so you can see what I'm getting.
Cool.
All right, so this is from when I did the npm run or npm start, and then I tried to do the better yet, I'll just show you. Get this out the way. Okay.
Cool.
It pulls up and then bam.
Okay. Target container is not a DOM element. So the error here is React is trying to render your app. So go into your code, go into index.js.
Index.js, where am I?
It should be in source. Okay. All right. React DOM.render takes two arguments. The first one is a component. The second one is an element to render the component into. So root. Where is root in your app?
I don't think I made one yet, to be quite honest.
So let's go into public, where your index.html is. Okay, and what React is doing is it's looking for some element with the ID root. So if you want to just throw up, so where are you wanting to render your React code?
I was gonna possibly render it on the pages itself, like the information that I have for flowers, render it on flowers, information on stones, render it on stones.
Okay, so let's start simple, and right where it says navbar start, create a new div, get the ID of root. Cool, close div. Yep, close, perfect. All right, let's go back to npm start. Or back to the browser.
Back to the browser?
Yeah, refresh.
Oh, let me save first. There we go.
Boom. So right. I don't know what your React code does necessarily, but it's now whatever you've got is in the page.
Yeah, and these two are, I just deleted those. Yeah, everything's looking good now.
All right, so are you ready to deploy this to Heroku?
Sure, we can do that.
Cool. So let's go to the terminal and let's deploy the front end. Yeah, you can cancel out of this. Just get us a new terminal.
Just a whole new one.
Yeah, right at the top. Yep, give us a new terminal. You're in the public.
It's in public, yeah.
So yeah, CD up. Oh.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So I'm going to pull up the slides for reference. If you want to deploy your front end, follow these steps. First off, do you have an app on Heroku ready for your app to go into?
Let me check.
So if you go to Heroku.com, okay. So you've got a capstone. This is your create. Oh, cool. You've already got an app there. So we're going to use that inky sheepy capstone as your front end. It already has a build pack. Cool. All right. Now let's go back into the terminal. This is where we're going to put it. Okay. From the terminal, do a, let's see. So let's do a git remote --v space --v.
Oh, space. What was that last part?
--v.
Oh, --v.
Yep. And a space between the remote and the first dash. So what this is doing for everyone else, what this is doing is it's looking at all of the apps that are connected to your GitHub repo. So if you hit enter, what this is going to tell us is whether or not we have this app connected to Heroku. You can see it has an origin. Origin means GitHub. And we don't see our Heroku in here. So that means that this GitHub repo is not hooked up to Heroku, and we need to hook it up to Heroku so we can make our deploys. So go ahead and run this command that I'm pasting in chat. This is how you hook up your Git repo to Heroku.
How do I get back to chat with showing my screen? Oh, haha, right there. Thank you.
I'm glad you found it because your guess is as good as mine. In the -a, instead of app name, we're going to go and plug in the front end app name.
Let me double check it again. I think it was, I'll just take it.
Nice. And then drop those caret symbols too. You don't need the greater than, less than.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna have to crawl. Nice. Okay, hit enter. You only need to do this once. Now you've got your capstone linked to Heroku. Now you can do your deploy, but the first thing that you're going to need to do is make a commit. So again, a commit is where you bundle up all your changes before you send it off to either GitHub or Heroku. So make a commit, and to do that, you say git commit git git.
Oh, git. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. And then pass it the arguments -am. So space and then, yep, AM, and then another space. And now this is where you're going to put in your message describing what that bundle is. So you basically fixed your front end by adding that root element. So open up the quotation mark and just type in some message. So quotation mark, fixed my capstone. Close quotation mark. So that is for you. Whenever you're making commits, you can call that bundle of work whatever you want. Okay, hit enter. Cool, you've made a commit. Now do this deploy. So Git Push Heroku main.
What was that last part?
Main?
Main? I'm sorry. Thank you.
You're good.
Error.
Oh, you're using master, not main. Okay, click up or press up. Yep, and switch from main to master. Nice. Okay, so this is going to kick off your deploy. All the stuff that's in your front end is now getting shipped up to Heroku.
Okay.
Caitlin, time. How did I do?
You actually have 13 minutes left, so pretty good.
Boom, let's do the back end.
All right. And
Do we have a back end?
not yet. Yeah, that's
Okay.
part I don't have yet. Yeah.
Okay. Then let's just chill for a second and let's see how this deploy goes. Make sure that it finishes correctly.
I have a question about backend endpoints. So I'm storing my stuff that's going in my website, like the URLs for the photos and the text that's displaying and stuff like that in the database. When you do that, I'm assuming you make a post request and send which page you're trying to display and then have it send back just the stuff for that page. But I'm wondering, would you do it with like the ID of the page in the database, or would you send like the title of the page?
Oh.
What would you, is there a tradition for that, or like that's not the word I'm looking for, but like is there a way that's usually done? Convention, that's the word.
Yeah, so when someone visits since you're dynamically storing stuff in the database, that then the user can visit in the front end, right?
Right.
They can go to the URL, and then in the URL, you're going to take where they went, look it up in the database, grab some content, and then render that, right?
Right, because each stop on the tour is going to look the same in terms of like the layout. It's just going to be one page, but it's going to drop in different content within that page.
I would use a human readable name and not the database IDs, only for search engines, because because Google is going to index the pages on your website, and you don't really, like, for searchability, you don't really want it to be an ID or a number or a UUID. You'd want it to be a human readable string.
I hadn't even touched on that. So on what Google does with your website. So that's good. So I'll probably just use the name of each, like the H1 saying what the name of the site is. Good. Thank you.
Cool. And I like this. Throw me curveballs. Okay, it looks like we're getting close to the end here. Oh, wait. What's going on? Oh, no, it's just finishing. Cool. So if you want to click on that link there where it says blah, 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 deployed to Heroku.
Where are you?
Yep, right where your mouse was, that inky, sheepy capstone.
Oh,
yep.
Okay. That's why I got command.
I think this will take us. Oh, no. Boom.
All right.
Dude, and you got everything on there. All of your images are rendering and everything. Very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying to work on it. It's just getting my other pages. I just have a lot of information to put on there, so I'm almost done.
So now that you've got this deployed, here's your new workflow. Test stuff out locally, make the changes you want. Then when you're ready to deploy those changes up to Heroku, make a Git commit again, give it a little message just detailing what the changes are that you made. Git commit, then push up to Heroku. That's it.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I will definitely do that and work on that while we're doing this. And definitely. Thanks, Nathan.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, who's next?
Hi, Nathan. This is Shah. Can I go next?
Dude, let's go.
Sure. Oops, what did I do? Oh, can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Before I do that, I have this capstone main page, the landing page, and inside I have the front end, and then I have a folder backend. So is it a good idea to create a folder front end and move these stuff, the front end?
Yeah, I would break them up. It's not impossible to have your backend and your front end in the same app. In fact, a lot of places do that where they just keep it in the same repo. It's just going to be, it's just trickier because you've got to have all the tooling set up to be able to recognize that there's different folders in there. So
Perfect. So next I go, I have an app, I created an app.
okay. What are we working on first, the front end or the back end?
Front end, I think we should.
Okay.
Yep. So this is my app. So, oh, I have all these commits. Should we commit first and then go to?
So let's talk about the Git repos first.
Sure.
So is front end a Git repo? You just made it. I don't think it's a Git repo.
It's not a standalone. It's I have this. Oops, where is I have this capstone? It's in there.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly break these two apart. We want a capstone front end and a capstone back end. So we want two GitHub repos. So let's in GitHub, let's go and make a private repo called, we can call it whatever. Do you want to move your front end into a new repo or move your back end into a new repo?
I don't know which one should you move front end first.
Yeah, let's just do front end. So maybe call it like capstone dash front end or just front end. That works too. It's your call. Cool. And then, yeah, let's set this to private. Don't click any of the boxes. Yep, just hit create repo. All right. Yeah, we're back to where we were yesterday. So we put backend into its own repo. Let's move the front end into its own repo. If you can get to a terminal and then go to your capstone folder. Okay. CD up, CD in the capstone. Okay, if you do a Git status, this is going to say something like, yeah, you're in a Git repo. This is going to be your backend repo. Capstone is your backend. So let's CD up one level. Let's leave this Git repo. Okay, let's make a new repo. So to make a folder in the terminal, you say mkdir for make directory, and then you give it the name. So let's call it capstone dash front end. Yep. Okay, CD into it. So that puts you at your home directory. So, yeah. Then CD into capstone dash front end. Oh, no. CD up one level. No, so back up, CD ... Enter. Okay, now CD into capstone dash front end, that folder that we just made. Do a ls here. You see it over there on the right, this
CD
capstone dash front end.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. All right. Now let's follow the instructions over on the right. So where it says git init, let's run git init. Cool. All right. So this folder that you made, this capstone dash front end, is now initialized. It's a Git repo, just like the Git repo that you have over on the right. Now we need to move things into it. So before we follow any more of the steps over on the right, let's copy, or rather, let's just move the front end folder from the capstone folder. So MV to move, space, dot dot to go up one level, forward slash, dot dot forward slash. Sorry, back up a little bit. Back up. Take off the slash and the space. It's MV dot dot forward slash, all one. In a space between the MV and the dot dot. There we go. Cool. So this is saying move something that's one level above me, and then type in the folder capstone. This was your capital C. Yeah.
Yeah.
Catstone.
Sorry.
Capstone. You're good. Forward slash. And let's grab that front end folder that was in here. So I think it was just lowercase f r o.
From where?
So
Is it
back,
this one?
I don't think that's what the folder was back in that folder. Back up all the way to this forward slash.
Is it this one?
It's not. So keep backspacing all the way to the forward slash. Hit tab, and you can see what's in there. So it has a folder called front end. So grab that. Okay, space, and then dot. So what this is, move takes two arguments. It takes the thing that you want to move and then a place to move it to. So we're moving it from the front end folder from the capstone into this new folder. So hit enter. Okay, do a git status. Let's see what Git thinks is going on in this folder. Okay, so Git isn't watching that front end folder. So we need to tell Git to start watching the front end. So say Git Add, and then pass it the name of the folder you want it to track. So say Git Add front end. Yep, exactly. Front end. Hit enter. Now, if we do a git status, it's going to say that, yep, you've got a new file. Okay. So do a git commit -am with a space between the T and the dash. Yep. And then another space. And now we're going to give a message for what the changes are. So the changes are, yeah, first commit or cool. Hit enter. So now you've bundled it up on your computer. Now we need to push it up to GitHub. So say git put, we need to follow the instructions over on the right. So we need to do the git branch -m. Yep. Enter. And then just go ahead and copy paste that add origin. Yep. Enter. And then git push -u origin main. Perfect. All right, so now if you refresh the page over your right, now you have a GitHub repo set up with your front end.
Oh, perfect. Brilliant.
So now you've broken them apart. Let's go ahead and deploy them. So for your capstone front end, is this using create react app?
No.
It's not. Okay. All right, let's do this. So if you are not using create react app, here is how you deploy. Here's how you deploy just static files. So this is also in the slides. So go into, well, first off, we need to link your GitHub, or sorry, your Git repo with Heroku. So we need to run that Heroku remote command. So this is going to be the project that you're going to use?
Yes.
Okay. So in your terminal, run the Heroku git remote, git :remote. I think I just pasted this in chat for Dominique.
Let me get that out. How do I chat?
Do you see it in there?
Yes, thank you. Should I use this capstone or create another app front end?
It's up to you. If you want to use that one for the back end and another one, yeah, it's your call entirely. Oh, it's mad because it doesn't like the capital E.
Oh, it doesn't accept that.
And somebody's taken it. So you might do Shaw-capstone. Usually nobody will have taken your name. Yeah. Cool. All right. So now in the terminal, paste that command. So Heroku. Oh, yeah. See over on the right, create a new Git repository. Yeah, just copy paste that. Cool. All right. So here's where it's a little bit different. For the folks that remember when we were deploying Create React apps, we created a build pack that took care of the magic of deploying our whole Create React app. If you're not using Create React app, what you want to do is install a different build pack. I'll post that in chat. And remember, you only need to do this once when you're first setting things up. When you make a deploy, you don't need to recreate the build pack. You don't even need to think about it anymore. So Shaw, if you grab what I sent you in chat and paste that in and replace the app name with your, yep. All right. Okay, then let's see. So do an ls really quick. I just need to see the layout of your, okay, cd into front end. Do another ls, just need to see the shape of what you've got here. Okay. So create in here, create a file called static.json.
What's the command that you use for touch?
Touch, yeah, lowercase t, I pasted it in chat. Yep, touch, and then static.json. So this build pack expects you to give it this file, and this file is going to tell it where to go and look for the files that are going to be statically served. So hit enter. This is just creating that static.json. So if you do an ls, you should see a static.json in here. Okay, now open up that static.json. You can say, since you're using VS Code, I think you could say code space, yeah, static.json. That should open it up. Okay, so this is gonna, I'm just gonna go look at the documentation really quick. Heroku community static. Okay. So let's do this, Shaw. Close that static.json in your code, in your editor. And go back into the terminal. And move MV, that static.json, up one level. So MV space static.json space ... So this is saying move that file up one level in the terminal. Hit enter. Okay, now cd up one level to where the static.json is, cd ... Now open up that static.json with VS Code. So code static.json. And then this is in the slides, but go ahead and paste in to that file that.
This array?
Yep. Okay. And then I think the quotation marks there on front end kind of got messed up. And yeah, if you just replace those with perfect. Okay. And now in the terminal, make a commit. And we're going to push. So git commit -am. The message can be whatever you want. Adding static.json. Okay, enter. Oh, so it's not tracking the static.json file. So do a git add on the static.json. Yep. Now Git will start watching this file. Hit enter. Okay, git commit. Just run that same command again. All right, to deploy, we do git push Heroku main. Main.
Main.
Yep. Boom. And it's really quick because it's not create React app. It's literally just taking files and shoving them up on Heroku. It runs super fast, but you don't have access to all the create React app goodies because it. And Sean, it's not that link. It's the other one in the terminal.
Oh,
Right
this
there.
one.
Yep, it's that link right there. And drop everything after the / you accidentally copied the deployed to Heroku. Drop, delete all that %20 in the URL. Yeah. Okay, enter. So I think there's some stuff going on with the images where the images aren't getting uploaded. Let's talk about that later. But for now, I mean, you've got the front end. Caitlin, do we have time for the back end?
Sorry?
You have 2.5 minutes.
Shaw, can we do the back end in 2.5 minutes?
I think, I mean, yeah, let's try. Oh, I mean,
Okay. So CD into your back end. So go up one level and then go over to the capstone because the capstone is now your back end. Okay. Backend is super easy, but remember we have a couple rules before we can deploy the backend. We need to make sure that in your package.json you have an engines section. So if you open up VS Code here, so you have the engines.
I think I created that, yeah.
So package.json. Okay, we're missing an engines block here. So right after the dependencies in that package.json, right after it, this might actually just be easier if you took a look at the slides and copied from there, but here is the engine section in Slack. So you'll want to add that after the dependencies.
After
because
node?
this is, sorry?
After node?
No, after that second to last curly brace. So on the next line.
Dependencies.
On line 19, that last curly brace. Yep, now paste in there. And then don't forget to put a comma after the closing brace on line 19. There we go. Now you've got an engines block. The rest of this is pretty straightforward. You can just, so you need to link this repo up with Heroku. So we'll need to run that Heroku git remote command again. So you can just punch up in your terminal, maybe to. Yeah, so it's the Heroku git : remote
This one?
So in your terminal, it's that, see the commands that it printed out? It's that
Mhm.
second one, the Git colon remote one. So yeah, it's that one. So do a Heroku Git colon remote.
Enter.
And then nope, drop off all that extra text. That's just extra description text. -A. Remember, this takes an app name, so we need to pass in the name of your backend app on Heroku.
I don't have a backend on Heroku.
Oh, then create your backend app on Heroku. So like a SHA capstone backend. Throw it into here. SHA backend or SHA capstone. Yep. Okay. And then no quotation mark at the beginning. This isn't the Git commit command. This is
Enter.
a Heroku. Yep. Cool. So you're linked up with Heroku. So now you can do a Git commit. So Git commit -am. We're going to save all the changes that you've made, push them up. So Git commit -am, and then this is where you would use the quotation mark to give this a message.
Enter.
Cool. Enter. Now, whoa, wait. What's in this folder? That looks like front-end stuff. You've got CSS and HTML. Isn't this supposed to be your Node.js server?
Yeah. Anyway, if the time is up,
Okay.
I'll take a look at that. And then if you have time, we can come back.
Yeah. Cool.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Who's next?
I can jump in.
Let's do it.
This is Latonia. Can you see the screen?
Yep.
Okay. So I have I call it this is my front end for my back stuff. My back end is pulled up over here.
Okay.
Just tell me what to do.
What have you deployed and what have you not deployed? Have you deployed
The only thing I
units?
have deployed is my front where customers would go to see the videos and buy them and what have you. So this is like the front end for this is actually this, like the login to get into if they create an account.
So you've got multiple front ends?
Well, I have, I guess so, yeah. This is my front end that the users have. This is already deployed.
Okay.
They go here. If they want to buy something, if they want to set up an account, they would click this, and then that is what will take them to this. Does that make sense?
Yes. Let's deploy this, what you're showing me right here. Okay. So in this repo, so these are two GitHub repos, correct?
I think so. They should be this one, and then here's the other one.
Okay. So let's go to the front end first and get a terminal here. Nice. Yeah, I like seeing you guys using the system terminal. It gives you a bit more flexibility. Okay, let's go to your front end. So Kriya's Crave.
Yep. Do what now?
Let's go into the Kriya's Crave folder. So where are you right now? How do you get there?
It's going to be.
Okay.
Wait, did that work?
CD and then press 0.
CD and then press 0.
Then hit tab immediately.
Oh, I hit it. Oh, I did the wrong way. Okay.
There you go.
Okay. And then you said front end?
So before you go into the front end, do a Git status. This is going to tell us whether or not you're already in a Git repo.
Okay. Git status.
So this is what I thought. You have a GitHub repo with all of your stuff inside of it. So you have one repo with many folders. We need to break this up so you have a GitHub repo for each folder. Does that make sense?
It does, but I actually checked to make sure I didn't have this issue. So I thought we're not running it from within that folder.
We are going to run inside of your front end folder, but we want that folder to be a GitHub repo. So your
Okay.
front end is a GitHub repo, your back end is a GitHub repo.
Okay.
So
And it's going to leave my React app in that one. The one that's already deployed will stay in that folder.
Sure, we can just leave it in
Okay.
there. So let's do this. Let's go to GitHub and let's create a couple GitHub repos, one for your front end, one for your back end.
Okay.
Okay, so click on new. Yep. Let's make a capstone front end or whatever you want to call your front end repo. Okay, let's mark it as private. And then instead of trying to take, instead of trying to take a folder and turn it into a GitHub repo, we're going to move stuff. So go ahead and click the add a readme file and hit create repository. Let's see if this helps speed things up a little bit. Okay, so now you have a GitHub repo. So click on the code button. Okay, and then hit that clipboard to copy it to your, there we go. Now let's go into your terminal. Okay, let's CD up one level. Let's get out of this GitHub repo. We don't want GitHub repos and other GitHub repos. So let's CD up one level.
Okay.
Do a Git status. Let's just double check. We shouldn't see anything here. Hit enter. So you're not in a Git repository. Great, that's what we want. We don't want to be in one. Okay, now let's clone down that new repo you created. So to do that, you'd say Git Clone. And Git Clone takes one argument, and that one argument is the URL that's in your clipboard. So hit space and then paste that link. Yep, hit enter. So this is going to download what you just created. So, all right, now we're going to move from your big repo with all of the things in it. We're going to move the front end out, and we're going to put it into this GitHub repo.
Okay.
So to do that, you would use the MV command, and the MV command takes two arguments. It takes the thing you want to move and the destination to move it to. So, yep. So let's move.
Is that right?
Nope. That is where you want to move it to.
Oh.
First argument is where it's currently at. So let's move.
Wasn't it 0?
Yep. Start with 0 and hit tab to
Okay.
autocomplete it.
Okay.
And then hit tab again. Let's see what's in here. So you've got a front end right there that create. Yep. So
Yep.
type that out. And just dash.
Tab won't work.
Tab won't work. So we misspelled something. Let's back up.
Okay. Did I have a space in there? Oh, that's what it is. Great. Yeah. Huh.
No tab. Okay, back up all the way to the forward
Where?
slash
To the
and
forward
hit tab.
tab.
Just double click on the Prius Crave dash front end. Double click on, or just highlight it and
Okay.
paste it.
Oh, I see. Copy and paste. Okay.
Mhm.
And do a space, right?
No space.
No space.
This is, yep, this is all one path, so it's continuous, right?
Got it.
Okay, and then now hit space. So that move takes two commands, the thing that you're trying to move, and then where you want it to go. And we want it to go into this folder that we just cloned down. So hit tab, let's see what all is here, where we're currently at. So we've got your old GitHub repo, and then we have the new Prius dash Crave dash front end. Let's type in that new Prius Crave. Yep, hit enter. Okay, now let's go into the Let's CD into that Kriya's crate front end. Okay, hit enter. LS. There it is.
Yay.
So you move the folder over.
Okay. Now we have to do that again for the back end, or just keep going with the front end?
Let's just go ahead and deploy the front end real quick, and then we'll work on the back end.
Okay.
Sound good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So very first step, though, is let's get this code pushed up to GitHub. Right now, it's all on your computer. Let's go and push it up just for safety's sake.
Okay.
So here's the command to always run when you're not sure what's going on with Git status. So let's see what Git thinks is going on in here. Okay, you see the untracked file there? So
Yep.
Git isn't watching it right now. So we need to tell Git to watch that. How do we watch that file?
You do a commit, right?
You do a Git Add.
Oh, Git Add.
Git Add. Space and then the name of the folder. Hit enter. This is telling Git, watch this file, track this file. Okay, do a Git status. Okay. See how it's now watching all the files that are in there.
Okay.
It thinks that you've created all these brand new files. Now you can do your Git commit.
Oh, okay. Let's Git commit. Stop me if I'm wrong. Don't have me typing like I know what I'm doing.
No, you're doing great. Git commit, give it a message.
Move on into GitHub. Good. And enter.
Yep. There we go. Now we've created a commit. The commit's on your computer. It's not on GitHub. So if you go over to your browser and refresh that new GitHub repo you've created.
Oh, here?
Yep, you just refresh that page. There's still nothing there. And that's because you've created the commit, but you haven't pushed it up to GitHub. So now in your terminal, say git push. And when we want to push to GitHub and not Heroku, we would say git push origin.
Main or main?
And then main, because yeah, you created yours with the main branch. Enter. Now, if you refresh, all of your front end code is going to be over there on the GitHub page. And you might want to get rid of some of those folders and
Yeah, I don't know why it's like folder in a folder, but okay.
Yeah, you can clean that up. Okay, let's deploy. So let's get down to where we might actually have to do that now. So let me show you how to get rid of those folders really quick. So CD down into, because we want to get down to where your code is at and kind of move it up. So CD into, hit tab. What's the name of that? Kriya's crate dash front end. So start typing that and hit tab. Yep. And then hit tab again.
Oh, sorry.
You can keep doing this one by one. CD, what's in here?
Wait, what?
Control C. Let me slow down. Control C.
Okay.
LS. What's in here?
LS. Okay, let's see what's in. Okay.
You got another folder. So CD into that folder.
Okay.
Okay. Hit enter. LS. What's in here?
Okay.
All right. Here's where your code's at. So if we want to move all of this up and out of this 2 folder deep deal, what we can do is we can do it in Finder or we can do it in Terminal. Which one would you rather do?
Terminal's fine.
Okay, so we're going to do an MV. So we're moving things. MV. Remember, it takes 2 arguments: the thing you want to move and where you want to move it to.
Okay. Or is Finder shorter? Is Finder shorter for me just to snag it out of the folder and move it over?
We could do Finder too. Let's do Finder. So backspace. Open from this terminal.
Oh.
Open. Space dot.
Dot.
Yep. Enter. This is going to open a Finder window right where the terminal's at.
Oh, I thought I was going to do it manually. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Now copy or drag all this stuff up to.
So, wait, what?
You can. So here in this Finder window, just hit Command A to grab everything.
Oh, okay. Just grab everything.
And then get you another Finder window open at the top of that.
Yep. Okay.
So let's go into where, yep.
It's in here. Put it in here.
Yep, in there. All right,
And-
so drag all of that here because we want it at the top of the GitHub repo. We don't need those 2 extra nested folders.
So, okay, so as soon as I go into it, we want it in here.
We want it right where you're at in that window. So drag everything from up there into here. Yep.
Did it do something?
No, it's just going to take it a second to. Do you see a little thing pop up on your screen saying it's moving?
I don't see anything happening.
Okay, try it again.
Can I just do a copy and paste?
Okay. Ah, there we go.
Okay. Now, am I deleting anything? Am I deleting this?
Did it copy everything over? That doesn't look like everything. It's just like fonts and images. Isn't there a node modules too in there?
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff in here. That's why I was. All right, let's do this.
Okay.
Hold on. Just bear with me.
Don't, yeah,
I'm
good
not gonna
catch.
do both.
Good catch.
Remove the trash, please. What is this?
Oh, hit OK and close the terminal.
Control C first?
Okay, hold on. VS Code, close VS Code.
Oh,
It's getting upset because you've got files open and you're trying to do things with them.
okay, so just completely close it, or can I control
Sure.
C?
Completely close it. Command Q.
Okay, all right, hold on. Control C. Okay,
All right. Now, yeah, clear out this
okay.
stuff and we'll do it fresh.
It's okay?
It's being used by another task such as moving or copying an item. What?
Is this,
Okay.
it might be working in the background trying to copy them.
Yeah.
This is in here.
This is why I like the terminal more than
I'm sorry, I
Dude.
thought it was gonna be me just literally pulling a folder out and then,
me too. Hit OK and then we need to delete all the stuff in here.
except for these two, right? Pull these out. to the
Except for
desktop.
those two, right? Okay. This is gross. We're just got to do it again. So let's see if the copy is finished, whatever was running in the background. Hit Command A and deselect those two.
Okay.
Let's try deleting it one more time.
Oh, I just noticed there's another screen over here.
Oh, that's what we're missing. Yeah. Hit the X. Hit the X. Hit stop. Hit stop. Hit
Okay.
X's and stops and oh wait, what?
I don't know. What
Wait,
happened.
what just happened? Okay, hit OK. We got to be very careful here. Oh no, we don't. We already copied this up to GitHub. We're good. Never mind.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're just fine. So in Kriya's Crave front end, yeah, we're just fine. Had me scared for a second there. Okay, very carefully here. Go into your terminal. Do a Git Status here. Cool. Okay, scroll up to the top. So this is a really big message. Okay, scroll up. See how it thinks you've deleted all of those files?
Okay, yes.
This is GitHub saving your butt. So
Okay.
GitHub thinks that you've deleted all of these things, but you haven't. So
Okay.
if you want to restore, what you can say is git reset. Git reset dash
No space?
one space. Hard.
Hard?
Yep.
Enter?
Enter. All right. Welcome back.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Okay. Let's try this one more time. So
Okay.
Click on that Finder window down below. Yep.
Yes.
It's weird that it's not showing the folder.
Yeah, I don't know what this stuff is. Oh, what is
Oh, it's down. Scroll all the way down to the bottom. It's like doing a,
Oh,
wow, okay. So yeah, select everything and delete everything but that one folder.
well, where are they now? It was
It's at the top right. Yep.
this one, and it was a
Hey,
read.
don't forget the README. It's fine if it gets
Okay.
deleted.
You just want to get it done.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay, now up above in the Finder window up above, copy all of that,
Okay.
drag it over.
Okay.
Now you should get a little, do you see a little window that's doing the copy operation?
Not yet. No,
It's-
and it did the little thing like I'm done, so I think it's done.
Okay. Okay. All right, I'll believe you. Okay, so let's deploy this. So in the terminal,
Okay. Now, do I delete anything in here? What am I doing?
yeah,
Okay.
we'll go ahead and delete that folder, but go into the terminal.
Oh,
we'll
just
do it
leave
from
it for
there.
now. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So in the terminal, do an rm-rf. This is to delete something.
RN-RF.
Yep, space, and then the Kriya's crave-front end.
Please crave money. Okay.
Yep, enter. Cool. So now we've deleted the old folder because you moved stuff up to the top. All right, let's deploy the front end. So in chat, I pasted in that Heroku git remote command. So we're going to link your GitHub. We're going to link your repo with Heroku. So we need to run that.
Which
Heroku.
one? This one? Was it this one?
It is this one right here.
Oh. Yeah.
Where the app name is whatever you have on Heroku.
You're doing it. Right?
I don't know. I don't know what you named your Heroku front end. Is that?
It needs to look the same.
It needs to be the same name. So no, not the GitHub. So go over into the Heroku tab.
Oh, yeah, I don't have that.
Yeah, so let's create a new app. So this is where your front end is going to go to. And then it wants you to use lowercase.
Oh, sorry.
letters. Nope, you're good. It's just a weird Heroku thing.
Okay. Great.
Okay, once you've done that, hit hit enter. So this is linking your code to that Heroku.
Okay.
Cool. Now we need to do a commit. We need to bundle up all of our stuff so we can send it to Heroku.
Okay.
Before you do a commit, just do a Git status really quick and let's see, does Git understand? Yep, hit enter. So PWD really quick. This is interesting. PWD, so you're inside of a folder still. Do an ls. Yeah, we're still too deep. We need to move our folders up to the top of this. So let's do this through the terminal because it'll be much quicker.
Okay.
So in the terminal, let's say mv star space ... And what this means is move everything where you're currently at up a level. Okay, hit enter. Okay, now cd up one level. Okay, do an ls. Now you should see this has source, public, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So we have moved up one level. Let's do Another Git status. Let's see, have we reached the top? Enter. Oh man.
What's going on?
Yeah, this is where Git is a little confusing. So we've got a public and a source and a package.json. We have that at the top level of our Git repo. We also have it here in this folder. So let's cd up one level. Okay, enter. Do an ls here. Okay, you have all of the stuff up here already. rm-rf
RM-RF.
space Kriya's crave dash front end.
Oh, hold on. Enter.
Yep. So we're going to delete all of that stuff. Now do a git status. This should be much cleaner. Okay, there we go. Now, let's teach Git what files to look at. So we need to tell it to look at these untracked files. So let's do a Git Add and then a space and a dot, which means watch everything that's in this folder. Hit enter. Okay, do another Git status. Okay. Now it thinks that you've renamed stuff. You've moved things from way down in those nested folders up to the top. That's why it has all of these renamed actions here spitting out in the terminal. So let's make a commit. Let's push this up to Heroku. So git commit, give it a message.
Is it -an?
-am, right?
I don't know. Move files.
Did some folder shuffling. Okay.
Is that okay?
It's whatever you want it to be. It's a message just for you. So hit enter.
Okay.
And now we've created the commit on our computer. How do we get it up to GitHub?
You have to push it.
We got to push it, right?
Okay, so that is git push
Origin.
mhm.
Origin main.
Main.
Right. Enter. Cool. Okay, so you've bundled it up. You're good to go. So let's do the last couple of steps that you need to do for setting up Heroku to receive your Create React app. And again, these are in the slides, but after you've set up that remote, we have to create the build pack. That also takes the -a argument, which is your app name. So you would run that build pack set Mars create React app in the terminal.
I have it in my notes. I can't find it. Do you have it?
Yep, it's in Slack. Or sorry, it's in Zoom. Oh, I keep sending it to Caitlin. Sorry. That.
Okay, thanks.
Again, you only have to run this one time. This is just setting your Heroku up to receive your Create React app. I think you called it Kriya's -crave in Heroku. Perfect.
Enter.
Thank you. Yep. So now your Heroku app is configured to accept a React app. So push,
This is
not to Origin, but to Heroku.
So git push Heroku main.
Yep. Cool. I think I'm gonna leave you at that. This is gonna build all your stuff, and then you can open it up and see it on Heroku here in a minute.
Wonderful.
Not, we'll check in on you later.
Okay.
Nice work. Cool. Who's next? Everybody else gotten their stuff deployed?
Okay, I'll be brave. I'll go.
Yeah. I promise I won't bite.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. So we're going to deploy, this is not a Create React app, so we're going to deploy a static app. So HTML, CSS, and JS.
Okay, ready.
Is this code in a GitHub repo?
Yes, it is.
Let's get a terminal out and let's take a look.
Okay. Let's see. I have it right here, and as you can see, I have it saved a lot. Well, the most recent changes. Is that okay?
I'm going to suggest we use the Git terminal. You can also use GitHub Desktop, but I'm going to just walk you through the terminal version
Okay.
of using Git. So grab either we can do it here in a terminal in VS Code, or you can open up a terminal. Yeah, either one works.
Okay.
Yep. All right, so let's get to your My Capstone folder. Do you know where it is on your hard drive?
It's on my desktop.
Okay, so let's CD into your desktop. So CD space capital D, I think. Capital D. Start typing out desktop and just hit tab.
Okay. Oops, forgot to spell.
I think, yeah, you're good. Hit enter. And then the folder is called My Capstone. So let's CD into My Capstone.
Okay. Uppercase or does it matter?
I think you made it uppercase. I don't know. Just start with M and then hit tab, maybe.
Oops.
Nothing. Maybe it's lowercase m.
My code. I don't see it. It's really on my desktop though.
Okay. In VS Code, let's use that to find where you're at. So click on VS Code and then right click. Yeah, right click that file.
Okay. Whoops.
w3.css. Right click any file.
Okay. I'll click this one.
Right click it. So yep. And then hit copy path. Yeah, it's
Copy
like the
path?
fourth from the last. Yep.
That one? Okay.
Yep. And then let's go into the terminal.
Oops. Let me move this over.
Oh, okay. So this dropped us into, this works too. Great. Okay. In
Okay.
this terminal, just say Git Status. Enter.
Whoops.
Cool. You weren't kidding. You are in a Git repo. Awesome.
Okay.
So scroll up. See how you have all this text. So this is Git watching your files.
That's a good thing.
And it's seeing that you've made changes to some of these files. You've deleted some files.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do a Git Add, because if you look down below, see how it has all these untracked files?
Yeah.
Let's get Git to watch those, just so we have a backup of them in case we accidentally delete them for some reason. So let's do a Git Add, and then space, and then yep, it's giving you a hint, which is what we want to do. So do Git Add and then do a dot at the end, which means
Oh, so Git Add again and then
yep,
dot.
Dot at the end. A space between the add and the dot.
Oops. And space and
Dot.
Dot?
Yep.
I don't think it dotted.
Hit the period on your. Oh no, not 3.
2. Oh no.
Nice. There we go. Okay. Now let's make a commit and let's push this up to GitHub before we work on pushing this to Heroku. So to make a commit, we say git commit -am
dash AM.
Space between the commit and the -am.
Oops.
No worries, just try again. Git commit space -am
I hit the wrong button. Space AM.
space -an.
Day dash AM. Okay.
And we need a space between the
Yeah, I thought I put
Commit.
that space in there. Let me go back. Oops.
space
Space.
Yep.
And dash. And eight.
dash.
Okay.
Space,
Another space.
another space. Now we're going to give it a message. So open up a quotation mark.
Okay.
And let's just type in for our message, let's just say adding files.
Okay. I don't see the quotation marks.
I don't either. I don't know where. Did you hit the quote? Oh,
Yeah,
it's just
it gave me
slow.
2. It is slow. Okay.
So whatever message you want. This is a space for you to
Um,
describe the changes you're making. So that works too. Hello. Just close the quotation mark and then hit enter.
I don't know why it's slow because I hit it once and okay.
There we go. Yep. Enter. Cool. Now let's git push origin main.
Oops. Space.
Space between all the words. Git push origin main.
And enter.
Yep. All right. So do you have a Heroku app set up for your front end? Have you gone
Yes.
to Heroku?
Do I have a Heroku app?
Cool. Let's go and grab the name, whatever you called it.
Okay. It's right here. I haven't done anything with the app. I just set it up.
That's okay.
Did it.
Click on new. If you
Okay.
don't have an app yet, yep, click new and let's create your front end. So you can use your name, you can use whatever your capstone is called. You just need something unique.
Okay. I'll just use my name.
Okay. And then, yeah, it's going to want you to do it.
Lowercase, right?
Yep.
It's available. Do I need to put my whole name or?
Apparently
Okay.
Phobelia is available. So if you want to do that, but I would recommend doing Phobelia dash front end to specify that.
Okay,
this is
gotcha.
Cool. Create app.
Okay.
All right. Now so we've got this set up. Let's hook up your code to talk to the front end. So let's go into the terminal again.
Okie dokie. Oops.
And we're going to run the command that is in Slack, the git remote command. I'll copy and paste it again for you. Keep saying Slack. I mean Zoom chat.
Let's see if I can get to it.
Yeah, would you rather me just send it to you on Slack?
Yes, please. I think I should be able to swipe to it, but I can't.
Yeah, I'll start sending this to folks.
Okay, thanks.
I'm down there. If you scroll down, I sent you a direct
Pasted
message.
code, right? Oh, okay, gotcha. And where am I at?
Here we go.
Okay.
So copy that.
Whoops. Go back to here. And paste it in here.
Paste it in there, and then instead of the app name. Yep. So instead of
Okay.
the, replace that with what you just did on Heroku.
Say again, please.
The command that you just pasted, backspace, until you get rid of the app name.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Whoops.
So it should be just -A, and then paste in the name of your Heroku app. Get rid of that. Yep, you're right where you should be.
Okay, and that would be my name dash front end, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
But before you type it out,
Oops.
it's a space between the -A and the start of your name.
It always gets me.
Well, it's hard to know, exactly where you're supposed to put a space and if stuff runs together. Okay, hit enter. Oh, wait, what?
Uh-oh.
Did you install Heroku?
I thought I did.
So go, this is gonna take a little bit of time. Install the Heroku CLI. Let's see. And that is the command I'll send to you in Slack. That is the command to install Heroku. Then after you install it, you'll want to do that Heroku login. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and jump to the next person.
Okay.
After you install Heroku and you run that Heroku login, I'll come back to you.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Who else?
Oops.
We installed Heroku and logged in on your stuff that we were deploying the other night, then it's installed everywhere, right?
Correct. Only need to do it one time.
And I guess I could go next because it should be installed.
Oh.
Do you want to do the front end or the back end first?
It's your call.
I don't know. Front end, I guess.
Yeah, let's do front end.
Okay.
At least when you go to demo, you'll have something. The back end might not be as impressive.
Yeah, well, I don't know if the front end is that impressive because nothing's working on it right now, but I commented on stuff that isn't.
You got to create React app, right?
But it's empty, so I don't know if it's worth trying to connect it yet, but.
Okay, you got to create React app, right?
This is React app. Yeah,
Perfect. This is going to be so easy. Okay. Is your front end in its own GitHub repo?
Yes.
Oh, damn,
And
this is
we talked about this, I think yesterday, so I have a folder within the repo I'm using for my front end. It's like a subfolder, but everything else is not React. So this is the only thing that's gonna. Right. Yeah.
Yeah. This will be real easy. All right. Give us a terminal somewhere here in your front end.
I should just open the actual terminal. Okay. Oh, then I've got to go never mind. Maybe I should just do another one in here so I don't have to do quite as much moving around. Okay.
So
all right,
before you go too far, let's just take a sanity check. Let's run Git Status and see what Git thinks is going on here, because we got to use Git to send stuff to Heroku. Okay, so your repo is actually up one folder. That makes sense with what you're talking about. You're nested inside of one folder and then you have more stuff up above.
So we're going to actually do this at the top level. Okay.
We don't have to. None of these commands need to be run anywhere specifically in the repo, but so go ahead. Do you have the remote set up for Heroku? So if you do a git remote --v, this will list out all the remotes you have. Remote.
Oh, I don't know why I typed that wrong. I heard what you said, right?
It's kind of cool. The Git CLI is going You mean remote?
There we go. It's being slow.
There we go. Hit enter. Okay, so see how it only has a record for origin? That means that you don't have a record for Heroku. So we need to add that Heroku remote. Do you have a Heroku app ready?
No, but I can add that.
Okay.
Okay.
To set up our remote, we need to have it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get on the website here and log in. Should have done this ahead of time. Okay. So new.
Oh, you were actually going to get Walkumentary. Cool.
Yeah, well, I figure if I tag enough stuff on the end of it too.
Yeah. It looked like it was going to give you Walkumentary. This is good too.
Well, I
So
don't
yeah.
want that in case I make one for another city, because I was
Okay.
thinking like this is just kind of the demo version, so I figure I'll categorize them in case I make another one.
Sounds
All
good.
right. So that's all I need to choose, right? Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's go back into the terminal. Let's set up that remote. So that's the Heroku Git remote. And it's a colon between the Git and the remote.
Oh, okay.
And then this is a Heroku command, so it's going to take a -a argument where you pass in the app name. So space and then
Space quotes.
it doesn't, nope, this isn't Git commit, so it's not taking a message. This is the
Okay.
app name.
I'm putting what I just made a name
Yep.
for there.
Perfect. Okay, since this is a brand new Heroku app, because you haven't done this before, we need to upload the build pack that will handle your Create React app. So if you look back in Slack chat, somewhere at like 6:39, I posted
Yeah, the
in
boot app
Zoom chat.
Heroku, that one.
The build pack set Mars Create React app. That's the one you want.
Okay, yeah.
Cool. All right, we're all set to make our deploy. The last thing we need to do is commit. So bundle up all of our changes, get them ready to send over. So let's do a Git status really quick to just see what Git thinks we're about to upload. Open up, can you make this terminal window just a little bit bigger?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, scroll up a little bit more. So it thinks you've deleted some files. It thinks you've
Yeah,
modified
I
some
moved
files.
some stuff just temporarily while I'm deploying things. So yeah.
Okay, so go down to the bottom. See how it isn't tracking the index page styles and that other folder?
Yeah, those are on my original webpage. That's not React.
So it's not important?
I mean, I don't want to delete it off my computer, but it doesn't need to get published, no.
Cool. Okay, so let's do a git commit
Okay.
-am, give it a message. For everybody else that's following along, you don't have to have Git watch everything.
Okay.
So it's totally fine if you don't want to have it track certain files. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just
Stuff.
thinking it's not tracking the map page, but I can fix that later, I think.
Yeah, let's not worry about it. So for the message,
There's like nothing on there right now anyway. All right. So the message just I don't know, first commit, I guess.
Sure. All right, let's push.
Do I need to put anything else after that?
So, yep. So you have two places you could push to right now. You've got Heroku and you've got GitHub. To say Heroku, we would do Git Push Heroku And I think you're using a master branch. So
This
master.
says master here, yeah, on my VS Code, so I'm gonna try that first. Yep. I think we had one yesterday where it was master on my VS Code and main in my GitHub.
Hmm.
Like in the actual GitHub website.
Yeah, GitHub has started doing main by default, so most folks are switching over as they work in those repos.
Mhm.
And then at density, we use trunk instead. So you've got 3 possible main branches or 3 possible default branches. You got main, master, and trunk. So some people have a bunch of, okay, app not compatible with build pack. So it's saying that it's not a create React app. So let's
And
do an
React,
ls right here.
okay. Well, there are things in there that aren't.
So there's
Yeah.
not a package.json here.
There would be in the front end. Walking in
Right.
the front end, that's where it is.
Oh, I thought we were in there. So CD into the,
You told me to go up one level because that was where the repo level is. So this is the level of the repo.
yep.
Documentary front end is the level of where the React stuff is.
Okay, so CD into there. Yep. And now run the git push command. I don't know if this will work.
Do I have to do the commit again?
Nope, just push.
Okay.
I'm thinking that we might have to move your React up to the top because when Heroku goes to build your app, I don't think it goes into a specific folder. You can tell Heroku to go into a folder and deploy what's in that folder.
Mhm.
Let's see if this, yeah, it's not going to be happy about it.
I'd rather not make it. Yeah, I'm just trying to think how to do this. Like, can I move all that other stuff out of that folder into like an old capstone folder or something like that? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I'd rather not mix everything together like that. I liked having. In fact, I'd rather have it called Walkumentary Front End. So maybe I should do that, and you should come back to me.
Yeah, I would move this into its own repo, this Walkumentary front end. I would make this its own repo. That would be the easiest thing to do.
Okay.
So go to GitHub, make a Walkumentary front end repo, initialize it with a README so it creates a README inside of that brand new repo, clone it down, drag everything into that new repo, and then that's where you would make a commit, push to Heroku.
Okay, so you can come back to somebody else. I mean, you can go to somebody else and come back to me, I guess.
Cool. We've seen Latonia, Belia, Dominique, Shaw, Kyle. Caitlin's not going to do anything. Jahil, do you want to go next?
I'm still.
Where are you at?
I mean, I can, but I'm still trying to like finish my front end.
Will it run? Can you do an npm start and see something?
Sure. I'll share my screen.
That's good enough to deploy.
Okay.
Oh, I think you're already npm running, or you already have an npm start.
I think I'm using NodeMon.
Oh, this is the back end?
No. This is the front end.
Okay. So if you do npm, oh, no, NodeMon, you can use NodeMon for a front end?
Yeah.
That's cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, you've got code here, so we can totally deploy it. It may not work, but that doesn't really matter. We can still get it pushed out, and you can have your deploys ready to go.
Okay.
So in the terminal, first question: do you have a GitHub repo for this?
No, I was gonna put it in. I was gonna separate and yeah, I was gonna put it in. So,
Let's do it. Let's make a GitHub repo. Let's put the front end in a GitHub repo.
okay.
So let's go to GitHub and make. Yeah, you were already a step ahead of me. You were trying to, yeah. Oh, you have a repo called Capstone Frontend.
Yeah, I just made it, but I didn't put any files in there.
Oh, cool. Would you be okay with us flipping this to private for now?
Yeah, so like I didn't know like if Heroku would like anyways, yeah, I'll flip it apart private.
Okay. Yeah, if you hit settings up the last tab on the right.
Yeah, I thought Heroku would have needed to be
Nope.
public.
Nope. It'll work. And scroll down on this page down to the very, very bottom. It's got like a danger zone. Change. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna copy and paste it.
Nice. Okay. Let's jump into the terminal. So you've got a repo. It's created on GitHub. Let's go into the terminal. Have you cloned down that repo? Have you pulled it onto your local hard drive?
Yeah, it's pulled.
Oh, nice. Okay, let's go into that repo. So grab a new window. Let's go to wherever you cloned it down to. Do you know where it is on your hard drive?
Actually, move this up. You know what? I just made the front end one, and let me see, where is it? Actually, I don't know. I thought it did.
No worries. Let's just clone it
The one
again.
that I was using was this one. This is the one of the repos that I actually like clone using this.
Okay. Let's just clone it again. So in the terminal, wherever you've been working, wherever you've been storing all of your files and folders and whatnot, let's go there in the terminal. Do a git status real quick here. This is a repo. Okay. So we don't want to clone down your front end repo into another repo. It'll get real messy having GitHub repos inside of GitHub repos. So CD up one level. Let's get out of this GitHub repo. That took you to the very top of your file system. So CD, just CD with nothing. Yep, CD. Or yeah, that works too. We just need to get back to where we were because that. Okay, now just CD up one level, and to do that, it's just ... No, yeah, no forward slashes. Yep, cool. Do another git status. Let's make sure we're not inside of a Git repo. Yep, you're not inside one. Cool. So we can clone down and put your GitHub repo here. So Git Clone, and that's going to take. It's going to take one argument, which is the name of the repo. So go over back into GitHub. Sorry, go back into your browser. Yeah, and then click on Capstone front end. Yeah, let's get back to the home page, because when you click on that green code button, this will prepare those links for you. So click on that and then hit that little copy to clipboard. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to terminal. So Git clone and then paste that. It's good. Take it from GitHub, put it on your hard drive. Cool. Okay, CD into that repo. that you just created. So it's capstone front end. Nice. All right. If you do an LS in there, there's nothing in it. It's a brand new repo that has nothing in it. You just cloned it down. So we're going to go and we're going to move your front end files into this. Is my app, is that only the front end? No node servers, no nothing?
Yeah.
Cool, okay. Yeah, this 270 something megabytes, this is that node modules folder. All the NPM packages that you downloaded from the internet. Axios, Cypress, Jest. One way to speed this up for future reference is you can RMRF or just delete that node modules folder. Copy over all the files minus node modules, go into your app, run npm install, which will recreate that node modules. I mean, it's whatever you want to do. Okay, now we're in my app. Okay, so in the terminal, cd into my app. Not, yeah, no, my dash app. Cool, ls. What's in here? Yeah, this looks like a normal create React app. One thing, this my app folder inside of your Git repo is kind of redundant. So let's move everything in there up one level. To do that in the terminal, you would say mv, or you can drag and
No.
yeah.
And
mv, and it takes two arguments, the stuff you want to move and where you want to move it to. If you want to just move everything, you can say mv star. So grab everything and then ... So move it up one level. Yep. Cool. And then you can cd up. Yeah. And now you can delete that my app folder because you have moved everything up to the top. Ooh, good. Good. Oh, because you need to cd up one level. You're in my app right now. So cd ... to go up one level. Okay, you can totally RM, but RM only works on files. So the secret command for deleting folders is rmdir for remove directory. And it's one word, confusingly enough. I don't know why they chose to, yeah, rmdir my dash app. Oh, okay, rmdir dash f, my app. Yeah, exactly. Okay, this won't work. Just nuke it from Finder. Yeah, rmdir won't work if you still have things in it. And you probably had like a little hidden file or something still in there. That's my guess. Okay, so we've got it all up to the top. Now, do you have a Heroku front-end app? Do you have an app set up on Heroku ready to go?
I think let me check.
So go to Heroku app or just Heroku.com. Heroku.com. Heroku. Yeah, that thing. Heroku.com. Yeah, you've already been here, and Wait, did you actually get a deploy to work with grammar goblins? No, you deployed the example we were working on in class here, right? Yeah. Okay.
Wrong.
So let's overwrite it. Just to double check things, click on the settings tab up at the top, and let's make sure it's got the build pack. It's not that settings, it's over kind of to the middle of the screen. Yeah, that one. Scroll down a little bit. Oh, scroll up a little bit more. So where it says build pack, see how it has the Node.js build pack?
Yeah.
So this is wired to take a backend. We can either, it's your call. We can either create a new app, or we can like strip the build pack from this one and use this one as the front end. Cool. Yeah, let's strip it. Okay, now let's go back into the terminal. And we need to link up your Git repo with Heroku. To do that, check out the chat, the Zoom chat. There is a Heroku Git remote command. I can also just Slack it to you if that's easier. Yeah, that will work too. You can do the Heroku build pack set. You can run that command. It doesn't matter in whichever order. We need to run the build pack command, and we also need to run that Heroku Git remote. So whichever one you want to do first. Let's just do that Heroku build pack. So hit up, and then instead of the app name, yeah, -A, and then yep. See, it's going to require you to pass in the name of the app. So yours is going to be -A space, and then let's go back to Heroku, whatever it's called there. Grammar goblins, yeah. Okay. So now you've got the build pack. It's set up to work with Create React App. Then grab that other Heroku Git remote command that's in chat. Heroku Git remote -A.
This one right here.
No, I sent it to you in Slack too, if that's easier to grab.
Yeah, I'll grab from Slack.
Yeah, that deal. Okay. Just Control-C or whatever. Okay, and then app name, replace that with your app name. Hit up, yeah, chop off the app name and throw your app. Cool, now your code in that repo is linked to Heroku. So all we need to do is bundle it up and push it. So bundle it up, we need to run git commit -am. And let's give it, oh, hang on one second. Before we commit, run a git status. Let's see what we're going to commit. Git status, hit enter. All right, so it's not tracking the files in here. So let's run a Git Add dot, yeah, in a space between the add and the dot. Well, now Git is going to start watching everything, including node modules, which isn't good. We should probably ignore that. Let's see if this causes too much. Yeah, it's chomping on it because it's adding all 250 something megabytes of your node modules and into Git. Okay, Git commit. Let's make that. Let's bundle everything up. Git commit -am. And when you run Git commit, it expects you to give it a message. So am and then open quotation, and you can do something like initial commit or whatever you want to. Yeah, it's gonna do some squirrely stuff because we didn't ignore the node modules. All right, now we can push to Heroku. So Git push Heroku main. Heroku. Heroku. ROKU. And then main. I think main's your branch. Enter. Oh, because we pushed to it. Okay. We pushed to it from the back end. So it's confused because it's thinking that it's the other code base that you're pushing. So we can make this work. Do git push Heroku main and then pass the -f, which is going to force it to be pushed. Main space -f. Yeah, all those node modules flying over the wire. Yeah, we should delete node modules. This is going to be excruciating. All right, let's leave this terminal open. Go into another terminal. Maybe this deploy will finish by the time we're done. Yeah, this is going to go at a crawl. Oh, no, maybe it'll speed up. Are you pressing arrow keys?
Yeah. Leave it all.
So Heroku has unbundled everything that you put into that commit. It's unbundling it onto their server. It's running npm install, which makes pushing the node modules redundant. It was already going to create and install all of those modules. So any second now, it should say, yeah, exactly. It's reading it from that same package.json, which we didn't need to send all the node modules, and we should definitely get rid of those before we send them. Yeah, when you're pressing the arrow keys, it's queuing them all up in your terminal. So once the command finishes, your terminal is just going to go crazy. So it's going to replay all of them into the terminal.
Oh no, I haven't been like hitting enter or whatever. So like, is it still gonna?
Yeah, it's going to splay a whole bunch of lines It should be really cool to see.
Haha.
No. It's the damage is done. It's gonna replay backspaces now. In addition to. Oh man, yeah. Uploading node modules, terrible idea.
So, never mind, it's done.
Maybe.
Otherwise, there we go, it's done.
Yeah, there we go. There's your link. Oh, I lied to you. It just swallowed all of. So different command. I don't know. It's the link above, not the Git link. Yeah. Moment of truth.
I mean, yeah, this is it. Like, this is so.
It's deployed on the internet.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Nice, cool. Very
We will work on the back end later.
Yeah.
Or the back end honestly is a lot simpler than the front end. So if you want to check out slides and try it and let me know if you run into any problems, that might
Okay.
be a better way of doing it.
Sweet.
Who's next?
Nathan, do we want to take a break? It's 7:30.
Sure. Yeah,
I
we
have
can take a break.
Or
On what I was trying to do on my own to get ready for, like, to move everything over to the new folder. If that's okay. Or
Yeah,
maybe-
let's take a 10-minute break and
Oh man, what
Yeah,
the heck? No, my computer's going crazy. Okay. Damn.
is it all the arrows?
Yeah, I'm about to terminate everything.
Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break. I hope nobody was sitting there waiting for us to take an actual break. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break and come back.
Do you want me to ask after the break?
No, I'll stick around.
If
What's
you
up?
need a break, I get it. Like, no problem.
No, I'm listening. What's up?
Okay. I just want to check. So this is the folder that's within this Kyle's Capstone front end that I just created. So I tried to run a commit there and it's telling me that entire folder is not tracked. So should I go into that folder or should I do this Git Add file thing?
You can do either or. You can go into the folder and run git add dot, which means add everything where you currently are. Or you can run it from here. You can say git add documentary dash front end.
Okay, because this is how I have my backend set up too, but somehow when we did that last night, it was tracking the stuff that was inside of there. So I have like a Capstone front end folder with documentary front end in it and a Capstone backend folder with documentary backend in it. So maybe I can move those as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've kind of made a mess here. So
Here's what we're trying to get is we want our package.json at the top of the repo, at the top of the folder.
okay.
If it's not there, then the build pack won't find it.
Okay.
I'm gonna just look really quick and see Mars React app. Yeah, so you can, oh, okay. So you can customize how that create React app build pack works. Let's see, customization. Let's no, it doesn't have anything in here. Yeah, so what we need to do is we need to move your files up a level, if that makes sense. We need them to be at the
Okay.
top of the repo.
And should I do that at my on my back end as well?
Yes.
Okay. So how would I do that in the terminal? MV something?
Yeah, so CD into documentary front end. Dash front end.
Mhm.
Yep. Do an ls real quick here. What's in here again? Okay, yeah, this is your create React app. So you can say MV space
This is the folder
star.
I just created that's supposed to be. Oh no, wait, I created one in the wrong place. That's what that is. So that might be another cloned.
Oh man.
I was trying to listen to your video from 2 days ago and then you were talking at the same time, so I was having trouble hearing things.
All right.
So should I just start by deleting this?
Where is the front end code going to go?
I guess up to directories where we just were, where it says Kyle's capstone front end.
Yep, that's where we want it. What is that folder?
And I think that's one of the ones I just cloned.
CD into it. What's in there?
Yeah. The Kyle's capstone. Okay.
So it's empty.
Oh,
cool.
It's just got to read me. Okay, that's because
Let's nuke that.
Okay. So then I need to go up one, or how do I delete it? Do I need to be in it or one above?
Yeah, you can't delete it if you're in it. So CD
I
up
didn't
one
think
level.
so. Okay. And then it's RMRF.
Yep, RM-RF.
Dash RF. So that's remove. And then what's RF mean? Just helps me remember.
Recursive force.
Okay. That won't help me remember. Recursive force. Okay.
Recursive means that it's going, no matter how many folders, no matter how deep the folder is, it's going to nuke all of it.
Okay. All right.
F means it's not going to ask you a second time. It's going to just, it's going to.
So if I just did RM, would it ask me if I wanted to delete the things that are everything that was with it? But right now there's only a README, so I probably don't need that, but we'll do it that way.
Well, it pop up little prompts sometimes. And don't forget, it's a space between because the -RF are flags that are being passed into the RM command. So it's RM-RF. Yep. Space and then the name of the file or folder.
Right. So
dash front end.
okay.
Nice. Okay.
And then should I?
So everything in documentary front end, you want to move into that front end folder. So say MV space star.
Okay, and I'm within the folder that I want to move the stuff from. So that's where.
Yep, star means it's going to grab everything where you're at.
It's within the current folder. Okay.
So let's be really careful and don't hit enter until we find the right spot. So we want to move it out of this folder. So we need to do a ... to move it up one level. And then we need to do a / and another ... because I think it's even higher than that.
Yeah, did you want me to go up? Okay, that's where I can
/ again.
And there's Kyle's capstone front end. And then within that, oh, that's what we just deleted.
So I think it's even further up. So / and then do a tab, hit tab. Let's see what's up there. Yep, so see, that's where your Kyle's -capstone -front end, that's where we cloned down that repo. That's where we want to put this. So click on start typing Kyle's dash and hit tab. And then front end.
I don't know why it didn't finish it for me. That's okay. All right, enter.
Yep. Okay, now let's CD up. Let's go and take a look in that folder and see if everything's in there. So CD up 2
Yeah, it's
levels.
When I'm on Zoom, it takes forever to type sometimes.
No, you're telling me.
Okay.
CD into Kyle's dash capstone dash front end. LS. Cool, it's all here. Let's do a git status and see what Git thinks is going on. Cool, so it's a brand new repo. It's never seen these files before, so we need to track them in Git. To do that, we do our Git Add.
Is it just A or ADD? I can't remember.
ADD.
Okay.
Git Add space and then dot means look at track everything in here. Yep.
Okay.
Cool. Now you can make your commit, and from here you've got a repo you can use to push.
AM and moved front into new repo. Okay.
So from here in this repo,
Mm-hmm.
we're talking Heroku Git remote, so you can link your repo up with Heroku. And then we're going, did you already install the build pack for Create React App? Did we run that step?
I think I did, yeah, but it was not at this folder level.
That's okay. All you need to do is upload it to Heroku, tell Heroku it's going to receive a Create React App. So, and then it's a colon between the Git and the remote.
Right, this is where I messed up last time.
Git remote, and then a -a, which is the backspace.
There's no space, right?
No space, put a colon. Yep. Heroku Git remote, and it's not master, it's -a in your app name. So this is going to link your code to the Heroku app.
I think.
Cool. Okay, now you can deploy to Heroku, which is you've got to commit on your computer. Now you need to
right.
Git push, right? And Git push takes, yep, exactly.
This is where I had the master.
Heroku master, yep. Right, it doesn't work because you created a new repo, and when you create new repos, it creates them with the default branch of main. So we're using main.
Oh, okay.
Confusing as heck.
So now I have master on here and main and.
Yeah, you've got a mix of everything. Should be off to the races. I'm sure this is gonna.
Cool. The only thing is those 5 files that it wasn't tracking. I don't know if it. Because they are in. I'll see if that works because they are in one of my router switches. So if it's not pushing those, it may not. I may have to comment this part out so that it doesn't have an error.
Oh, it doesn't error. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, we got how much? How are we doing on time? We've got oh man, we got another hour. Who's next? Who wants to go next? Who hasn't deployed? Susan, let's deploy a festival website.
Okay. Okay, what am I doing?
Share your screen.
Oh, duh. First do that. Step 1.
Cool. This looks like node code. What do we want to do first? Do we want to do front end? We want to do back end.
The front end is more difficult, you said?
Yeah, the back end is pretty straightforward to do on your own if you want to tackle that. We've got ample time. We could probably start doing some back end soon. Let's start with the front end though.
Okay, and I also have, so let me just show you in my Finder.
Okay.
Um,
So you
So
got a
I
back
have-
end in front end.
yep, I have two within the capstone, but this whole file here, capstone,
Yep.
is going up to my Git repo. But
Yep.
this one is new from today. So this stuff has not gone up, and I did create another repo up there that's empty.
I didn't see you. I was sorry. I was getting a drink. Where
No,
did
it's
you?
okay. I'm just
Where
saying
did
I
you
have
say?
like this whole thing, capstone right here,
Mhm.
is all going up to one repo. But I did make a second repo that's just back end, but it's got nothing in it.
Yep.
But
Is
like
that
this
also-
little folder is going to be in the first repo.
Okay. Have you? So you made those on GitHub? Did you actually clone them down and put them on your hard drive?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. Let's go to GitHub. Let's see what's going
Okay.
on there. So go to github.com and
How do I move this thing? It's so annoying. Okay, I have GitHub here.
okay. So this is what we have been mostly working on. We haven't actually been doing many deploys today. We've mostly been teasing apart these Git repos that have both the back end and the front end in them. So
Right, but I made a
let's
new one that's empty so that this could
take
get
me to the empty one.
here.
So what you are planning on doing is moving your back end over here and using that other one as your front end.
Yeah, because isn't that what you suggested?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the easiest way to do this. All right,
Yeah.
so let's move your back end over here. So in this window, click on the code button and let's grab that URL, hit the copy. Okay, let's go into the terminal. Nice. Oh, you're still in Postgres.
Oh,
Pop quiz, do you remember how to get out of Postgres?
it says it up there, right? It's where I went the wrong way. The other
Oh,
backslash.
you already had it up there. That's cheating. Okay. Let's go to where you do all of your coding, wherever that is. Is that on your desktop or in your documents folder?
Yeah, it's on my desktop.
Let's go to your desktop then.
So CD desktop.
To get back to the top, just do CD. Hit enter. Okay, now you can CD into desktop. This, when you do CD, it resets you back into your home folder.
Okay.
LS, let's make sure this has stuff in it. Yeah, this makes sense, right? This is where all of your code lives.
Yep.
All right, let's get a copy of what you have on GitHub here. So let's run Git Clone. So Git Clone and paste that URL. Cool. CD into that new folder that got created. So you now have a capstone-backend here. Perfect. CD into it. Okay, so we're in that new backend repo. Let's go and grab the backend, bring it here. So to do that, we're going to use MV. So MV takes two arguments. First one is what you want to grab. Second one is where you want to put it. So let's do a ... to come up out of this folder, / because we need to go down into, what is it? SB capstone, is that where it is? right now?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so start typing SB, hit tab.
What happened? There we go.
Cool. Hit.
Oh.
Go back. Up. No, sorry. Hit. No.
Oh, the
hit
arrow
up
key.
arrow. Yeah. There we go. Okay, / and then hit tab again. What's in here? Okay. So go into the, I think the capstone folder.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, hit tab again. What's in here? Capstone. Okay, hit up one more time. Let's go back. I think you have capstone uppercase B is the name for your backend. I think it's uppercase BACEN. So go ahead and type up uppercase B.
Here.
No, don't hit a slash. Just uppercase B and hit tab. Yeah, that's the name of the folder, I think, in there. Okay, so we're gonna move everything in there here. So hit star, which is gonna grab everything in that folder. Okay, hit space. So that's the first part. We're going up a level, we're going into SB Capstone, we're going into Capstone, then we're going into Capstone backend, and then we're grabbing everything in there.
We're on my computer, we're on my hard drive, we're taking what I've already written in my code and we're pulling it. Okay.
Now, the second argument for MV is where you want to put it. So you're where you want the code to be. So that would be, do you know
In Git, right?
Yep, it is in Git. So to move it to where you're at, you would use dot. Dot means put it where I'm at. So type dot, hit enter. Boom, LS. What's in here now? There you go. All your backend files.
So now they're in this.
They're here, yep. So you've moved them from the big repo into the backend repo. If you do a Git status, what happens when you move new files is Git doesn't know what they are and what to look at. So do a Git status really quick. So see how it has all these untracked files, Git isn't watching them. To add them, to make Git watch them, say git add dot. Yep. Enter. Oh, let's not redo the node modules error I just committed. rm-rf, that node modules folder, we don't want Git to track this. Yep, rm-rf space and then pass it that node modules folder. We don't want Git to track all of these dependencies that you install. Yeah, blow that away. Okay, now we can commit and push up to GitHub. So git commit -am. Yep. And then let's push. So git push origin main. Nice. You don't have anything secret in your, I'm just now noticing this repo is public. You don't have anything sensitive in there, do you?
No, mine is just the festival data. It's not.
Okay.
Anything.
So if you look at the GitHub page now, so click, yep, and refresh, all your data's here. So this is your backend.
Awesome.
All right. Let's ignore the backend then for a moment and let's go back to the other folder. Let's make it work for your front end. So in the terminal, let's come up out of the backend folder. So cd up a level.
Dot changes it back up, right?
Cd dot.
Oh.
Change directory. Cool. Now let's go into, what was it called? SB Capstone, I think.
Oh, the main folder. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we're gonna go clean that up a little bit. SB Capstone, cool. If you do a Git status, is this where your repo starts? Is this a valid?
Nope.
No, it's not.
It's the next one then.
The
Yeah,
next
because
one.
this one has like this wireframe and stuff I don't need up on the repo, kind of.
Okay, so cd down into whatever the next one is. I think it was like just Capstone, maybe.
I think it's just Capstone. Yeah.
How would you check to see if this is a valid Git repo? Perfect. Okay, so this looks kind of scary, but it's only because we've moved stuff out. It thinks you deleted it. All right. Do an ls really quick. So create React app is going to get upset with you if your package.
Oh, I don't have React though.
Oh, right, we're doing static. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. So we're just deploying everything in that Capstone front end folder, right?
Yeah.
Just real quick, do an ls on that Capstone front end folder. So space, and then you can pass ls an argument and it will. So ls.
Oh, it'll just do the
space,
cap. I can.
without
do
you
that.
having to move into it. Yeah.
You mean like that?
Enter. Yep. Perfect. Yep. This is what we want to deploy. Okay. Let's just to be super clear here. Let's rm-rf that Capstone backend because you've moved it over to another Git repo. You've pushed it up. It's backed up. rm-rf. We don't even want a folder there anymore. So Capstone backend.
Oops.
Cool. Yep. Hit enter. All right. Now let's deploy. This is the easy part. Okay. So these are in the slides as well, but if you're not using Create React App, you have to do things just a little bit differently. Okay. Do you have a Heroku app ready for this to go into?
No, but I have.
Have the example. Let's go make one.
So,
Click new up in the top right.
yep.
Nice. Okay. So we need to first link your code base up with Heroku. So go into your terminal. And that command I just posted in Zoom chat. If you would like, I can Slack it to you as well if it's hard
Oh,
to
I
get
see
to.
it. I got it. I just had to.
All right, you're all set for that. Now here is the build pack you need in order to deploy static files.
Nope. So Git push Heroku main.
Close. There's one special thing that you have to do for static files that other people don't have to do for create React apps. You need to create a file called static.json. So if you want to do that purely in the terminal, you would say touch and then space, and then the name of the file is static.json. Okay, hit enter. So that's going to just create an empty file. Open that up with an editor of your choice.
Open this file.
Mm-hmm. So if you've got VS Code from the terminal, you can say code. There's a command line shortcut for opening up files with, yeah, code space, and then the file name static.json. Oh. VS Code, maybe? No, okay. What if you just say open static.json? Oh, cool. Okay. Here's what you want to paste in there.
But this is all deleted because we moved the file
Yep.
folder.
Exactly.
Okay. What's happening? There we go.
And then that paste messed up the quotation marks for some reason on the capstone front end. See how they're weird
Yeah.
ligatures? Cool. So just for your knowledge, this is what the build pack expects. It's going to read this and it tells it what folder contains the static files. That's what the root means.
Okay.
So you tell it, this is the folder where all the files are, serve this off of the app. And then the clean URLs one, instead of having to go to index.html in the browser, it's just going to automatically display whatever index is. Okay, that's all you need. So now we can go and do our push. Before we push, we need to make a commit and then we can push. So let's go into the terminal again. So git commit or yeah, let's just jump straight to wait, hold on. Git status. I don't think that static.json file is being tracked right now. So we might need to add it. Yeah, it's not being tracked. So we need to go and git add that new file that we just created. So git add static.json or dot works. Either one will do the trick. Yep. Okay, let's get status and just see is it watching it now? Yep, thinks it's a new file. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now you're ready to make a commit and bundle stuff together. So git commit.
AM or
Yep, -am.
then this is deploying, or what would
Yeah,
I call this?
deploying my front end code or cool. All right, let's push. So git push Heroku main. Again, I think this one is really quick because it's not doing anything fancy with create React app. So it should be up pretty quick. Yep, there's your link.
Can't move this.
The
Okay.
anticipation is killing me.
I know, I just couldn't move the stupid window, the people face, whatever it is called, the videos. There it is.
So from here on out, when you want to make changes to your front end, git commit, push to Heroku. That's it. So those last two commands that you ran, that's all you need to do from here on out. Okay, and then check out the slides. I mean, we did it yesterday with the backend. It's going to be the same sort of thing, except you're going to do it from your backend repo. So you'll go and create a Heroku app for your backend, follow the instructions for setting up the remote. And of course, if you have any questions, just let me know.
Okay.
Good?
I think so.
You're deployed. Front end's up.
Okay. Weird. My little thing works. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Have we gotten through everything? Ariel, Brielle, Sarah, anybody want to go and work through a deploy?
I'll go. I'm getting a pretty bad error.
Okay. You want to share your screen?
Yep. Okay, so I'm getting this.
Okay, did you use the Create React app or the static?
I use the Create React app.
Oh, what's log saying? Okay. 404 not found. Okay, let's jump into your repo where the front end code is at. Let's start from
In GitHub?
in the terminal where you've been doing your deploys. So you just deployed here.
Mhm.
Do an LS really quick.
Sorry, what was that?
Do an LS.
Mm.
Okay. If you run npm start, let's see. Yeah, let's just launch your app really quick. Okay. Okay, so your app launches. There are no bugs. It works. Okay.
Yep.
Let's go back to the terminal and Control C. Let's kill that npm start. Man, nothing is jumping out at me. Do a git remote --v. Okay. So you are targeting your Heroku. Got it. Okay. Okay, let's go into Heroku. So it looks like everything's good on the terminal side. Let's check Heroku. Go to settings. Let's check the build pack and make sure that's up there. So you've got a build pack for Mars. Yeah, this is all right. Scroll up to the top and click on the open app. Photo 4 not found. Okay, let's go back to your terminal. Do you have this folder open in a terminal, or not a terminal, an editor?
Yep.
What's in public?
Mm.
So you have an index.html, right?
Mhm.
If you click on that, yeah, you've got one. Have you tried redeploying?
I've tried it a few times and nothing has worked.
Okay, back in the terminal, do a git status. Ah, you got a tricky one. Okay. I'm going to suggest we go nuclear here, and let's create a new. Let's just create a new one. Nothing is jumping out at me. I can't.
Okay.
Let's try recreating. So yeah, hop into Heroku and create a new app really quick. Yeah, if you scroll down a little bit, there's a Heroku Git remote -a right there. Go ahead and snag that. It's just an easier way of setting up the remote. Okay, go into the terminal. Now, before you run that, we have a remote already set up here. It's pointed at your old app, so we need to get rid of that remote. To do that, you would say git remote rm to remove space and then Heroku. So this is going to clear out that old Heroku remote. Yep. Hit paste so we can get the new remote. Cool. We need to re-upload the build pack to this. Do you have that command handy?
Did you? I think I have it up here.
Yeah, that one. Build pack's good. Now let's push You have already committed all your changes, so yeah, just straight push. This is one of the downsides of using Heroku is that it really doesn't expose a whole lot of information to you. So if you run into a situation like this where you've checked all the obvious things, like do you have the build pack uploaded? Have you tried redeploying? After you've exhausted all those really obvious things, there's really not much more to dig into other than where you were at, which is the logs. And even then, the logs aren't super helpful. They just kind of say, someone made a request and it returned 404. So Heroku abstracts a lot of the complex parts of deploying your app away, but it really doesn't leave much when you run into this situation where you need to kind of dig in and get your hands dirty. $51.4 megabytes. Okay, yeah, let's click on that link and see. No, okay, go back in the terminal and do a git status really quick. Git push. Yeah, git push origin main. So let's push up your latest to GitHub, make sure everything's up there. All right. Can you send me that link to your capstone? I'm going to pull it down and try to deploy it myself. I've never seen this issue before. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what else to run, so I'll give it a shot and see what the issue is there.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. So who does that leave us with? We've got Brielle.
I'm working out some bugs tonight. I think I should be good for tomorrow, though.
Okay. Well, let me know if you want to meet and go through the deploy. Otherwise, you've got 6 other examples. So it's entirely up to you. So we've got 20 more minutes. We can keep deploying some stuff. We can move to just general questions. My biggest question is, we've gone through deploying and teasing apart Git and cleaning up folders, using different terminal commands like MV and touch. And I mean, we've covered a whole bunch of stuff. My biggest question is, was this helpful at all to, I know people have been kind of sitting and watching and, you know, it wasn't fully engaging the whole time, but I'm hoping that this wasn't a complete waste of time for.
No, I found it extremely helpful, Nathan. This is Dominique. This was like really, really good because even like going through mine after we went through ours, seeing everybody else, I was like, oh, okay, I'm missing this part. I can add that part in. I found it very helpful.
Great. Yeah, there's I'm not trying to make excuses for my material, but there's like only so much that I can convey through slides and showing you an example. Like, you really got to get in here and hit your head against, I mean, like Sarah, you got to hit your head against Heroku and see where there's just so much to learn with it. Okay, I'm glad to hear that it was helpful. So feel free to stick around. I'm going to jump back through and keep deploying for the folks that want to stick around. But it's entirely up to you if you want to keep watching. So let's come back around and go through man, we've been through so much. I wasn't keeping track of keeping track of everything. Who didn't get a front end deployed? I know Phobelia needed to get Heroku installed. Who else just didn't get anything deployed today?
Hey Nathan, this is Shah. I got it deployed, but CSS are missing. Also, my front end is created outside. I just saw it's outside the capstone folder.
Okay.
So if you could help me with the Git, I don't want to, take any risk with that. Deployment, I can take a look at that. And if I have issues, I can reach out to you.
But everybody else, we got a front end deployed for. You know, Ariel's still working on stuff. Brielle's doing bug fixes. Phobelia needed to get the Heroku stuff set up. Okay, let's Shaw, let's dig into that because I think that will be helpful for some other people too. If you want to share your
Hold on
screen.
just 1 minute before people might start leaving and set office hours.
Oh yeah. Well, we've got. Oh, we don't have class tomorrow.
Yes, we do. Today's Wednesday.
Oh yeah, we do have class. Yeah, we'll have class tomorrow. We can talk about. Can we talk about office hours tomorrow?
I guess so. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, is everybody still good with Saturday at 10?
Me.
So there's actually a women in coding meeting at 10 on Saturday.
What time works best for folks? We can also move it to Sunday as well.
Sunday.
If that works.
Oh. Sunday.
Sunday?
11 o'clock. 11 o'clock. Yeah. Sunday.
That's the first suggestion I've heard. If nobody has any objections, we'll do Sunday at 11. Does that work for other folks?
Oh, I see at least like 2. Oh, yeah. I see 3, 4, 5.
Oh, dude, Sunday works for me. Let's do Sunday at 11. Just mark it on
Sweet.
my calendar. Okay, now I'm curious. Why do you want Sunday so bad?
Why do I want Sunday so bad? Well, listen, it's like Sunday is in a cross between, for me, before I go back to work, or then, just yeah, so like Saturday usually I recover because a lot of whatever. And
okay, I got you.
All the extra
Sunday
stuff.
you start getting serious.
Yeah, Sunday is like when it's like, oh hi Mark, you gotta make sure. Yep. So I mean that's that's cool. It worked out.
I got you. We can easily do Sunday.
All right, perfect. And
right.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna slack you. I was gonna ask like, when do you think we can meet, whatever, to do one-on-ones, but I'm just gonna probably slack you.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, Shaw, do you folks feel free to stick around. I'll keep going as long as you folks are here, but feel free to drop if you got other stuff to do. Shaw, do you want to share your screen and we'll do some more Git wrangling?
So
what's the situation?
So this is, all right, this is what I've got. So this is the capstone.
Mm-hmm.
Inside I have the backend. So front is, and this is the front end. It's moved out of the capstone. So it should be there inside the capstone.
But capstone is a repo, right?
This one is a repo, yeah.
We don't want.
We create another one.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we create another one. Oh.
Yeah, so this is right. You want to have your front end broken out. So that folder called capstone, that's really just your back end now. Right?
But, no, sorry, I'm a bit confused. But I have the back end is here.
Yep.
We have a subfolder. So this is my documents, everything in here. So this is not inside the capstone. This is inside my documents. So I thought we would move this one inside here.
we don't want to move the Capstone front end into the Capstone folder. The Capstone folder is a GitHub repo, and we don't want to put a GitHub repo inside of another GitHub repo. It just makes things complicated. So we want to keep them separated. We want to have a folder for your backend, a folder for your front end.
Totally two different folders.
Totally. Yeah.
But how do I track them? Because I mean, like,
they'll both be tracked individually. So the Capstone front end is its own GitHub repo, so it will have its own tracking. And then Capstone is the back end, and it will have its own tracking. So you'll have tracking set up on both, as opposed to tracking them through one GitHub repo, you now are tracking them as separate repos.
Right. But in the meantime, can I have a master Capstone for, so how it works for VS Code?
Oh, I see. I see. So if you want to do that, totally. To do that, just create a folder here, call it whatever you want that parent folder to be called.
It should be a Capstone, or I mean, we already have a Capstone here.
Yeah, the problem is that folder named uppercase C Capstone, that's actually a GitHub repo. So if you rename that, it's just good practice to have the folder names also match the repo. So if you've cloned down the repo, it's best to leave that.
So should I call it master or something?
Master or work or whatever. The parent, I don't.
This should be the master. Where in VS Code you open this one, and inside this I see two folders: front end and back end.
Right. So to do that, go and drag the Capstone front end into that folder, and drag the big Capstone folder in there as well.
What if I only do this one? It's more clear.
Don't do that, because this is it's a Git repo, right? And it will think that you've deleted it, and you'll suddenly lose the tracking. So keep that folder and drag it into Capstone master.
What if we do this? Only copy this backend.
You can do that, but you're going to have taken things out of the Git repo called Capstone, and it's going to think you've deleted it, and you're going to lose the tracking for the backend.
Makes sense. So now, yeah, okay, this makes more clear. Yeah. So if you have Capstone, the main folder, inside you have two Capstone, and then there's another front end inside.
Yeah. This is another one of those things where maybe earlier on in the classes we could have talked about like folder structure and save some folks a little bit of headache. I don't know. You might just want to, honestly, deal with having these folders set up the way they are. It might be more trouble than it's worth to try to clean those up.
But this is very confusing. I don't want to.
It is, yeah. I agree.
Like you have one master, and then you have front end. Inside you have another front end. So similarly here, Capstone. That's fine. This is a repo.
Yeah, we could totally talk about folder structure. The problem is right now it's going to take a lot of, like you've seen today, 90% of what we've been doing is moving stuff around, and that takes time. What you're really going for is you want your folder to just have the stuff in it. You don't necessarily want to have it nested. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I will keep them the way they are. Yeah.
Is it going to drive you mad?
No.
It would drive me mad, but it's just me. Yeah.
All right. So now it's fine. I mean, everything should. Okay. What I have a Capstone.
Here, come to office hours, and I will spend as much time as you want, and we will get it cleaned up. If you could just make this work and keep developing your code and building on your Capstone, then let's just take it out at office hours.
Makes sense. Okay, we can work on the office hours. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. other folks want to work on anything? I know we didn't deploy very many backends, so if somebody wants to deploy a backend, we got time. You got it. It's all yours. Let's do it.
Wait, is that for me or someone else?
Yeah, it's all you.
Okay, thank you. Hold on. Let me. Okay, are you saying stuff?
Yep.
Here? Okay. So I at least try to get these two started. I didn't want to keep going in case you wanted me to do readme. I know we ended up not having it because of all the folder issues, but
So we took out your front end and we put that in its own GitHub repo, right?
but we still have to take out the back end.
Do we?
I thought you said we did. I would have
So
left the other one.
as well, we're crossing into the conversation me and Shaw were just having about folder structure. Like you could use that repo that you had everything shoved into. You can repurpose that and make that your backend if you want.
No, because I did
No?
my React through that, my front through that. So I'd rather.
But we moved it out.
No, we
Does
moved
not-
out my back front end. We didn't move out my front end.
Oh, right. Sorry. I
That's
think
okay.
you went first, so my brain is.
No, it's okay. I was like third in, but mine was the one with all the issues with the folders. Remember copying and all of that. So
Okay, you're on the right track. I'm just screwing things up and making you
No,
more
you're not
confused.
screwing up anything.
Go ahead and keep going. So yeah, let's make that backend GitHub repo.
Okay, so don't click anything else. Just create repo.
Let's do the add a readme file. Let's have it go ahead and create. Yeah, let's go this way. It's a little bit quicker.
Okay, and I can just add one into the other one, right? It's not like a one-time deal.
No, and it's not so much the readme. It's just the fact that it will automatically create a folder for you and put a file in it. It's just slightly easier.
Oh, okay.
Okay, on your computer,
Yeah.
in your terminal, go to where you're not in a repo, but where you put your code. So
I'm not in a repo.
so where is your front end repo? Where did we end up putting that?
We put it in its own folder in my capstone folder.
So let's go there.
Should I do an ls to see one?
Yep. That muscle memory ls.
Yeah,
very nice.
I do it a lot actually now.
Me too.
So yes, here we go. So mine.
Nice.
Okay,
so this is where we want to be. So let's go ahead and clone down the back end. Do you remember how to clone?
Git clone. I don't remember everything.
Git clone, and then you pass it the link that you can get from your GitHub page.
Here?
Yep. So expand this, yeah, and it'll show that button, the big green code.
And then just copy that in.
Just paste right in. Yep.
And enter.
Yep. Cool. If you do your ls, you'll see you now have that folder. It's all set up and tracking on your computer.
Great.
Okay, let's cd into it.
Okay.
This is the tricky part where we go and we grab the stuff from. Yep. Go ahead and enter into it. All right. So we're gonna go and grab some files from the big 0 capstone React code.
Yes.
We're gonna bring it here. Okay, so let's start typing out the command. So to move something, we would do mv. So we are grabbing something from somewhere and we're putting it. So we know what the second argument is going to be. It's going to be a dot, but where we're going to find it, that's what we need to figure out. So yep, you're already on it. So 0 tab. Let's find.
I didn't like the tab again.
Oh, it's up one level because you're in that folder. So // which means to go up one level. Now this is where your 0. Yep. Tab.
Oh, okay. Enter.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
No, not yet.
not yet.
Click up. Okay. /. So we're going to go into this folder and then hit tab. What's in here? There's your backend. Okay, go and type Kriya's Crave dash backend.
I hope this is right. I can't see where it went.
Yeah, it's not helpful when it disappears on you. Does tab work? That will tell you if it's.
Oh,
Oh,
Crave.
it's.
Crave. Thank you. Backend. Okay. And then
Okay, /.
Okay.
What's tab show in here? There's your server. Cool. Okay, we want to grab all the files in there. We don't want to necessarily grab the backend folder. We just want to grab all the files and bring it where we're at right now.
Okay.
So to do that, say star.
No space. A star.
No space.
Okay.
Just star. Yep.
Star.
Space.
Space.
Dot.
Dot. Grab
Okay,
everything.
before you hit enter.
Okay. Enter.
Before you hit enter. It's okay. It's okay. No, you did the right thing.
Enter. Okay.
But before we go any further, I want you to
Okay.
read back what that MV command is doing in your own words.
Oh, you scared me. Okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
So it's saying move all the files, please, from this folder. But then we went all the way into the direct folder. So we had to go in 2 levels or 1 level. I guess that'd be 1 level.
We had to come up out of our folder
to go into the other
Yep.
folder. And then we put the star, which I think means all of them. And you said the dot means where we're at.
Yep. Star means grab everything that's there. And then the second argument to MV is where you want to move the first argument, whatever you're targeting,
Okay.
where you want it to go. And dot is just a shortcut for where you're at when you're running the MV command.
Okay. Okay.
So if you ls, what do you got in here? We should see a server. That's your node server.
Yay.
So this is great, but it's not on GitHub yet. And the reason why is because we just moved a bunch of files. And when you move a bunch of files into a repo for the first time, Git's not set up to automatically track it. So we need to run Git Status, take a look at what Git thinks it can see. Okay, so it is not tracking any of these files. So we need to tell it to track it. But before we do that, we don't want to commit node modules because they're bulky. They just are huge. So we could do a git ignore.
Am I doing this right? Is it 1 word?
No, it's actually a file. So
Oh, it's that?
it's a dot git ignore. And then what we want to do is we want to create that file. So to create a file in the terminal, do you remember?
Touch.
Touch, right. So touch dot git ignore.
Okay. Touch dot git ignore. Okay.
Yep, and then hit enter. And then let's open up that file. So open dot git ignore. Yeah, open is a little weird. It sometimes might not open VS Code. That's why you usually install that little shortcut. So you can say code and all that, but this will work too. So in that text editor,
in here,
yep, let's git ignore the node modules folder. So type out node modules.
Okay.
And hit save.
No semicolon?
No, just node modules.
Okay. It's saved.
Okay. Oh, good. So the .git ignore is special with Git. If you have one of these files, it will ignore whatever you put in here. So you could also put in like, I don't know, like if VS Code
like
made
DS
one of those
that we keep seeing.
Yeah,
Okay.
or DS Store.
And so the ones we set up with Max don't apply to this because this is new. I thought they worked going forward.
I don't know how Max set that up. It sounds I've never done a global git ignore before. This is a git ignore that only applies to this this repo.
Alrighty. Am I closing this or minimizing?
Yep. Go ahead and close it.
Alrighty.
Now you can run your git add. And if you just want to add everything, you can say add dot.
And enter.
Yep. Then hit git status. if we did this right, it should only be a couple. Yeah, so it has your models, it has your server. This looks great. So now you know what Git is seeing. Git status tells you what Git is seeing in your repo. Now you can commit and push it up to GitHub. So let's go ahead and git commit.
Git commit. Let me look at my notes. Is this the -am?
Sure is.
-am. First commit.
Cool.
And just enter.
Just it. Yep. So what did that do?
I just committed it, but now I have to push it.
Right. It's on your computer. It's all bundled up into a nice little commit.
You want me to do a git status before I push?
For fun, do a git status. What do you think it's going to say?
You're looking good. Your branch is ahead of origin name by 1 commit. So it's saying there's one thing waiting.
Yeah, which means you are ahead of what origin main has. Origin main is GitHub. When you see the word origin, think GitHub. So your computer is ahead of what GitHub is saying. So now you need to make both you and GitHub in sync. And to do that, you would do the push.
Okay, so it's git push. Oh, not Heroku. Origin. Main.
Catch.
Right?
Good catch.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question about the Git status?
Sure.
So we were talking about, or you guys were talking about the global git ignore and whether that was ignoring the node modules. If you'd done a git status before then and the node modules didn't come up, would that be how you would know that the global one was working? Or
that's a good question.
Yeah. If you didn't have a git ignore in your repo that ignored node modules and you did a git status, it didn't show node modules. Hopefully I'm saying this back to you how you're.
Yeah, right.
If you didn't see it, then yes, your global would be working. I would assume it would be working.
Okay, so rather than making the git ignore file, then you could have checked first with git status and then made one if they were showing up.
Exactly.
Or how I would do it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, I've never done a global git ignore. It sounds like something that you could do. It sounds really helpful, actually.
Yeah, he had us do it in the terminal, and I've noticed a huge difference since using it. So
yeah, it's definitely handy.
Yes,
because
code you can see if they're gray, like on the in the file structure. So that's how I know it's working. But it's good to know a way to check in the terminal too. So thanks. Yeah, it's been helpful with the global one.
And in other languages too, it has like other languages will have the same equivalent of node modules where they'll download it. So just knowing how to do a git ignore yourself is useful. So you pushed it. Now we can deploy it. So we need to have a Heroku app to throw our backend into, and we need to link the two of these together, right?
okay.
So the super quick and easy way to do this is to go on that Heroku page. It has some instructions down below.
Oh yeah, I saw somebody was using these earlier.
Yeah, this is the same thing, but it's already pre-filled with your app name. So if you grab that Heroku Git Remote,
Okay.
this is for the advanced users.
Go ahead and do enter.
Yep. Totally. Git ignore it will ignore anything, regardless of what language. Totally. Okay, then one thing to check from the slides, did you put an engine section in your package.json?
I did not do anything with my anything. So
let's open up in your VS Code or something. Let's open up that package.json real quick.
So just go to that folder.
Mm-hmm.
So slow. And which
Just if you want to just hit open, it'll pop this whole thing up. And
oh,
Yeah, let's look in that package.json. So when you deploy a Node.js app, it wants you to specify what version of Node you want it to run. So yeah, right there.
It was engine.
Yeah, the key was engines. The value was another dictionary or
I
another.
don't remember. Am I missing something?
Yep. So it's not the value isn't 14.x. The
Oh, wait.
value is another object.
Oh, it is?
Yep. So this, I'll paste it in.
Okay, thanks. Oh, I see. I think I found it.
That. Oh, no, that's not it.
Is that it?
No, that's not it. Sorry.
Oh, that's
I
not
got
it.
the wrong thing.
Wait.
Hang on. That's what you want.
Okay, are you in chat or Slack?
Zoom chat.
Oh, okay. Got it.
So you have it right. You just need inside of those braces. Yeah. Yep. And then don't forget with JSON, we need to have a comma after line 18.
Okay.
There we go.
Save. Already?
Perfect.
Anything else in here?
That's it. Now you're ready to deploy. So you've linked up Heroku to your app. Now we need to deploy.
This one here?
Yep.
What is main?
This, it may not be master for you. It may be main.
I think it's main. Git Push Heroku. Is there a way to check? Is it going to do any damage if it's missing?
Figured out you're running a Node.js app. You're all set.
Thank you. If you weren't here, I would have had 1,001 obstacles getting there. So I
No,
appreciate you doing that.
it's all good. Your app talks to Postgres, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Is that going to be a problem?
No, not at all. We actually covered yesterday how to talk to Heroku how to talk to Postgres and add it on to our application.
Mhm.
So it's in the slides if you just want the quick condensed version.
Okay.
But you're going to need to make a little code change. So check out let me send you.
Oh, let me stop sharing.
For folks that have a backend that needs to talk to Postgres, make sure you check out the example that was in the slides, the Nathan's backend store, because my example that we went through yesterday talked to Postgres. And in order to talk to Postgres, you needed to use the connection information that Heroku gave you in order to talk to the Postgres instance. So try to see if you can run through that, and if you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to answer them. Okay, I think we're over time. Yeah, of course. Thank you guys for being patient and hanging out and going through all this with me. Tomorrow, just so you know, of course, there's no homework tonight. We all have done a bunch of stuff trying to just deploy our capstone, so no homework tonight. There might be a homework tomorrow, but it's going to be pretty small. Tomorrow is kind of all of the smattering of thoughts that I have collected for DevOps. There's a whole lot that goes into DevOps. It's not just deploying. So I'm gonna go through some stuff that should just kind of bolt onto your app, and it's mainly just to help you have visibility into what's going on. So we'll cover a couple topics, and then the last thing we'll do tomorrow is we're going to link whatever domain name you bought with your deployed front end. So we'll finally we'll get rid of the Heroku app URL, and we'll replace that with whatever your domain name is.
So this is kind of a crazy question, but I was running mine through my GitHub. My domain name, I got it through Namecheap and used it in GitHub. And so my other React app is actually an extension of that. Can we set that up too, instead of me buying a whole new something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. It's
you don't
I
have
don't
to-
think it'll work
You don't
because
think it'll work?
we're on Heroku. So
Mhm.
trying to get the two of them to look like they're being served from the same domain will be kind of hard.
Okay. Okay.
Is it a cost thing? I mean, we can get.
No, it's not a cost thing. I just like the symmetry of it. I really like the way it looks. I like having it have my digital gateway portfolio and then having just the extension be that other site. I like it a lot, actually. So,
This could be just something that you and I work on in a one-on-one, because it can be done. It's just yeah, it's going to take a little bit of finesse to do.
Alrighty.
Cool. Okay. Well, I'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your evening. Thanks for sticking around this late. See you tomorrow.